So we are in Anza Borrego Desert State Park. We are riding up to the calcite mine. We have a pretty busy day planned. We only have a short amount of time, so we're going to try to shove in as much as possible. So there is a pretty spectacular view up here at the calcite mines. There's also a slot canyon we're going to explore a little bit up, but these little cutouts on the mountain is where the calcite was mined out of. And this was used in the war effort, World War II. They were used as part of the gun sights, and they were the only source was from this area here. Once the war ended, then they no longer mined here, and it closed.
I could see the weight build in your eyes and the twisted chaos in your mind. You told me you just needed time, but when I tried to make it right, don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about me. No, don't you worry about me. You're lost in a jungle of your thoughts, and I can tell you don't want to be saved, but I can't just stand by and watch. I need to make sure you're okay. Don't you worry about me. Yeah, don't you worry about me. And don't you worry about me. And don't you worry about me. I can see the pain in your heart.
So after doing a little bit exploring over the calcite mines, we made our way to the 17 Palms Oasis. I find these places so fascinating, how it's so desolate, and then there's these trees there. I had this brilliant idea. If I gave the car enough sauce, I could get up over this hill without four-wheel drive. Well, as soon as I tried to make the way up the hill, the skid control kicked on, and I then just stopped and got stuck. And for those that might not know it, you cannot turn off the skid control on a 4th gen 4Runner. So we did install this thing that we call the monkey around button. So once I engaged the monkey around button and put it in 4-wheel drive, we were then able to make it up the hill. I also want to thank my daughter for being a part of the film crew and running down here so elegantly to get the camera.
So this is the pumpkin patch, and those are rock pumpkins that it says that over 4 million years ago the Colorado River used to come through here, and each one of those has a little seed inside of it, and the seed might be a small pebble, a leaf, a stick, a shell, like any little thing, and then over the years sticky river sediment got stuck to it and it formed this ball around it. So like in this picture you can see there's like one thing in the center and it formed all around it.
This looks like a giant acorn. More evidence of large trees.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making.
There's a little seed hold.
I mean, that's mermaid water.
Exploding. Wow. Yeah, like blue.
It's gray.
Wow.
It's bubbling.
Gray because of the clay.
It's bubbling over here too.
So this is a gas dome, which is a geologic curiosity. This is one of the fascinating results of the sinking, stretching, and thinning of the Earth's crust in the Salton Trough. Gas is created by molten magma seeking a way to rise to the surface, mixed with groundwater. This churns things up like a carbonation in your soft drink and creates thick, muddy brew before you.
So the palm trees, the pumpkin garden, and the bubbling gas out of the ground is part of a off-roading area for unlicensed vehicles. There's also another interesting sight to see as well.
Well, it's 4,000 feet deep and cost $200,000 to make in 1920.
Dad made the well stop.
This artesian well was a result of mining for oil, which they didn't find oil, they just found water.
No, I thought it was water.
You should walk over there to that. There's another signs and stuff over there. What are you doing? So we're going to make one more stop. And unfortunately, it's on the other side of the park, but we didn't want to miss this. And that is the mud caves. And even if you're not into caves, you certainly want to check them out. Even if you're just going to stick your head in a little bit, they are worth seeing. The drive to the mud caves is not technical at all, and there are other very interesting sights to see in this area, so you can make it a whole nother day. Unfortunately, we're going at blazing speeds here, but there are the Wind Caves, Diablo Drop-Off, and Sand Canyon worth seeing as well. There's a lot of water or wetness back here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Big giant hole in the ceiling right there.
They're pretty. You think that's how ancient people learned how to make like clay plates and pots?
So the cave just popped out into a narrow canyon that goes on forever. We were driving from one cave to the other, getting Gracie a little bit of exercise. You gotta get the camera. That's all, I gotta get the camera. Yeah, I gotta get the camera. Visiting this area is like you're on a whole nother planet. Just so you can see how dark it gets. It gets really, really dark in here. You're definitely gonna need a flashlight. A little skylight. So thanks for tagging along, guys. That is gonna be it for us.